Blacksmithing was the process of going to art college, making this item out of metal, and the college bought it off me. I thought this was brilliant. Being a student, some good money coming in. So I've been blacksmithing now for 16 years, and it's all about just manipulating something cold and lifeless into something that has some movement and some energy. The putters came about just before COVID. We've been thinking about golf clubs for a while now. We were staying at a place up near Portrush, a friend's house, and we were looking to make him a present. We came up with a putter. Wrought iron isn't used in the golf industry anymore. It's just not a readily available material, but it has some amazing visual and actual working properties. Being inspired by traditional blacksmithing in golf, old clubs used to be forged, bring some of that using modern processes, modern techniques, and modern finishes. So giving an old piece of wrought iron that has some history, whether it was from an old cart bringing hay down the road, or whether it was an old tool that a local maker had for years and you're repurposing that, you can add that and tell that story with the putter you're actually selling. And I think people enjoy that, knowing that it's not just a piece of steel from a factory. A lot of putters you see out there that are machined, they can be machined out of one piece, which uses a huge block of material to machine that down to include the hosel. Whereas I can forge it out of a piece, like I said, 50 mil square at whatever length I want, forge out that hosel and bend it up. So you can feel that in the putter when you're playing with it. There's no joint, there's no screws or bolts holding anything together. It's solid the whole way through. So we try and find examples of maybe old broken anchors, local farmers that maybe have an old cart axle lying around. We'll try and buy it. We get donated old gates and railings that I can reforge well together to create a block big enough to make a putter from. I think that's what blacksmiths think of all the time, is how can I repurpose this? How can I repurpose this? Blacksmiths are like one of the original recyclers. If you look at some of the historical ironwork in cottages all over Ireland, you'll see hardening stands for oat cakes made out of old gates and old barrel hoops and things like that. They're always recycling. Steel and iron, they're expensive materials, so you're sculpting that material as you go. You just gotta remember, it's not just an art piece that's just aesthetically pleasing. I've also got to keep in mind that the face has to stay nice and flat so I can grind this smooth afterwards. I got to keep a certain loft, a lie, got to keep weight distribution right. So those thoughts are going through your head as you're not only designing, but as you're making, and constantly going backwards and forwards as well. So any impact, any energy put into that face, you can feel that coming up through. So when you hit it, I suppose it's like spreading butter on hot toast. It's sort of how it's being compared to. It's just really smooth.